Hi everyone, it's It's Wonderful Old Wednesday, and it is also Words of Wisdom. Today we have depicted, because it being July 8th, it is known to be Love Your Skin Day. So that's what we're going to talk about, as well as what ideas are there for seniors to protect and love their skin. So, being today is National Love Your Skin Day, we're going to focus on gentle, hydrating self-care rituals to soothe mature skin, not a good way of putting it, and great ways to honor the day, including upgrading to fragrance-free products, doing a hydrating DIY, do-it-yourself mask, or performing a thorough head-to-toe skin check. So how do we celebrate and care for mature skin? To maintain healthy, happy skin in your golden years, focus on these simple science-backed practices. 1. Switch to gentle cleansing. Mature skin naturally loses moisture. Swap out harsh soaps for mild, fragrance-free cleansers, and always use warm rather than hot water. 2. Prioritize daily skin protection. Sun damage is a leading cause of premature aging. Apply a broad spectrum, water-resistant SPF 30, which is a high amount, or higher every day. And wear a wide-brimmed hat if you're spending time outdoors. And if I could say that from a personal perspective, when wearing a wide brim is very important, is for the very reason is we forget the top of our nose, we forget the top of our ears, and a lot of skin cancers are very prevalent to those areas. So having a wide brimmed hat is really taking care of protecting those two areas, but we also forget the top of our head, our scalp is something that is in direct for the sun to penetrate on. So that is, besides the skin protection, it is to use a wide brim hat is even a secondary cause of helping the putting out skin cancer and taking care of your skin. 3, hydrate from the inside out. Drink plenty of water and eat antioxidant rich foods like berries, walnuts, and avocados to keep skin cells plump and refreshed. Very, very important is what you intake, is very much important to flush it out, but it's also not only keeping your organs and everything really safe inside by hydrating and, avoiding UTIs, urinary tract infections, and being dehydrated, but it also helps your skin as well to replenish the moisture in your skin. And eating the right things is also ways of replenishing hydration as well. And what better times to eat berries than in the summertime that it's so refreshing. And of course, avocados could be all year long. 4, lock in moisture. Apply a rich fragrance-free moisture or ointment daily while the skin is still damp and effectively lock in hydration. I do this is what my dermatologist had recommended, is definitely using a moisturizer that is fragrance free, so there's no irritants. But once getting out of the shower, as soon as you get out of the shower, your skin is still absorbing the moisture from it, is to put that layer of cream in your on your arms, your legs, nose, face, all over, and it does rehydrate your skin even more so, but it locks it in. So I think it's something that we tend to forget, but it's a step process. So coming out of the shower, yes, dry up a little bit and put on that lotion, but make sure that it is fragrance free. That was 4. 5, examine your skin regularly. The golden years are a perfect time to familiarize yourself with your moles and spots. If you notice any changes in shape or color, see a dermatologist. Well, I just saw my dermatologist, as did my husband. She actually is a PA. I love her dearly. Hi, Jessica. And she does a head to toe. She goes from the scalp all the way down to the toes and the webbing of your toes. We can't see our back, so we can't see that. She always asks when you do come here, please do not put any makeup on so I could examine your skin really for what it is. And, it's all registered. So if there is a blemish, she's going to be noticing if it grows in size or diameter, if it's got rigid edges. Jessica always told me that it's really important to really examine yourself on a regular basis, especially myself. I have light toned skin. I'm not in the sun a lot. Though I was asked, do I sit in the sun? And I said, no. And it's really funny because my husband said, yeah, we sat in the sun a lot. Even under a tent and all, we were in the sun a lot when we watched our son play baseball for many, many years. So you are prevalent to get the rays of the sun that way too. But she told me to really check the tops of the hands, the bridge of the nose, all around the face. And, have my husband also check my back, look at your scalp. But the webbing between your toes is really, really important as well too. When I went to a dermatologist when I had my first the skin surgery, he also said that also going to an ophthalmologist often to see if there is any moles or any different unusual characteristics is also in the eye area. Mouth, so the dentist, and he said for a woman there's that personal area as well. So this is something that you really want to pay attention to. You want to catch it before it gets too far gone, because really most surgery or any surgery is really big, and for your senior loved one to have to go through that is tough. And quite honestly, when I see the numbers on the wall, when I go to the dermatologist, how much people have basal cell carcinoma, there is a lot of it. And the funny thing is that we don't realize it. We think it's just a blemish, and it could root into something else. It could go farther than just a blemish and skin cancer. So keep that in mind. As always, I will always be here on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and I always lead you to my website. And my website is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will find my demographics, how to get in touch with me, also my bio, testimonials, the various options on senior living, and also resources. But we do have 2 libraries of Tuesday Talks, and now WOW, which is just started this year. So there's a lot of topics in the past that you could meander through. What I always tell you is that I promote what is the next topic. Like we will be talking about next Tuesday is July 14th. And what we're going to be talking about is why not use senior placement. So that's the topic for next Tuesday Talks, and I'll tell you why, the advantages of using a senior placement company rather than Googling and doing it all yourself and make it laborious or maybe honestly wasting your time and going to the wrong places. And then next Wednesday, which is July 15th, being a couple of days afterwards, is National Ice Cream Day. We're going to be talking about what ways can seniors celebrate National Ice Cream Day. I have good things on that one as well too. As always, I wish you a wonderful Wednesday, and I hope you are enjoying words of wisdom, and I wish you a blessed week. I'll see you next Tuesday, and I'll see you next Wednesday as well. Thank you so much for viewing. Have any questions or any suggestions, please send me a note. Bye-bye now. Have a blessed one. Thank you.